Chest is looking broad. Svelte, boys. So this is another piece. Part of my heavy breathing. I was just doing a bunch of breathing exercises, so a little winded. But it's another piece by Mark Twight. Same guy as last time. This one's entitled Let Go. Be careful what you wish for. Rather, concentrate on what you want. Do it consciously. Prepare for the outcome, whatever the outcome. Understand that what you are seeking is also seeking you, but your definition of it and your expectations may not be the same as its definition of itself. Or perhaps you seek appearance, what you see on the surface without understanding what exists beneath it. When you achieve your goal, it may be an iceberg with more beneath the obvious than you were prepared to handle. I've shipwrecked on this iceberg several times in my life. New capability brought with it ambition that refused to be easily satisfied, and what I did to feed that came with more unforeseen costs. I changed on my way to achieving what I wanted, and with that changed my peers, changed my friends, finding new and sometimes becoming unrecognizable to old. Social order shifts as our values evolve, and that cuts both ways. In the physical, I seek what's unseen. I use it as a lens to see deeper, as a shovel to dig, as a knife to cut away. Sometimes writing this or describing it in conversation makes me realize how distant my use of the tool is from that of those around me. Pardon me. Still, I can only hold it by the same grip it has on me, and only wield it in the way I understand it. Over the years, what I was seeking also found its way to me. Each of us has a different relationship to training and physical activity. I've often written about the difference between who can, quote, hurt and who can suffer. I understand the difference and I embrace it, but I resonate with the latter. It's not so much intensity versus duration as it is the external contrasted to the internal. Recently on my Instagram feed, I posted the following. We value duration over intensity because the long routes insist on introspection and self-analysis. For ourselves, success in the short, intense route left too much downtime to start believing our own bullshit. So we went long. When 24 hours nonstop wasn't enough, we went longer. When 40 hours nonstop only hinted at lessons available to those who would invest more, we went longer again. Finally, after 63 hours in the go, we realized that we had found what we were looking for. I found the truth of self in those hours, with prejudice and pretense beaten out of me by effort and risk and deep physical and mental fatigue. Who I was and could be to others, according to their expectations, disappeared and true self stood up instead. This man could not be unearthed by intensity alone. The clarity I found at the end of a long, expensive effort changed who I learned to be from and for the people around me. That was years ago, and I've always believed it would take an incredible effort and risk and difficulty to experience myself in such a way again. I've searched for it in the mountains, on my bike, in the gym, in the A-zone up close, or the small ring in the distance, concentrating so damn hard that the only thing left was an undistracted me, and I thought it needed to be hard, that the tighter I held on, the clearer my vision would become. Sometimes I found myself in the crash of weights hitting the floor, or saw myself through the tunnel vision of 98% max heart rate. Once or twice I knew precisely who I was by way of the pain in my legs and the copper penny taste in my mouth. Usually, though, the clarity came in the aftermath of effort, in knowing I had held nothing back, in the glow of spent muscles on an empty tank, and realized that no further effort would be required. Slowly, I began to understand that, after so many years of practice, I didn't need the effort or the danger to experience the relaxed acuity of the aftermath. Maybe I don't need to hold on until exhaustion forces me to let go. Maybe I can simply let go and watch the half-truths and pretense drift away. I can sit and breathe and think/not think and simply be. I know the years of pushing and thrashing myself were not wasted, that I needed that experience beforehand to allow me to learn a different means of reaching the same objective. I won't ever give up on effort. I won't stop using the physical to access the psychological depth I want to plumb, but I do finally realize that hurt and suffer aren't the only tools available to shape a deeper understanding. I really like this article. Kind of as you get older in the fitness community, whatever you want to talk about, as you get older, you kind of realize some things you thought were a good idea when you're young are not a good idea when you're older, vice versa. Yeah, really like that. Resonates. His writing is really good. I said the last time he was a world famous, or world renowned, I should say, not world famous. Most mountain climbers aren't world famous. Renowned mountain climber and really good writer. So enjoy, hopefully, that piece. I'll try and find some more varied stuff coming up. If you guys like these, I'll keep doing them. Find some different authors and stuff to read to y'all. Obviously, I could just link these, but whatever. It's kind of fun to do something a little different. That's still fitness related, but not just fitness. So have a good night, guys. Love y'all.